Hey everybody, it is Boujee Bearded Beauty, and welcome to my first ever YouTube video. Alright, I am going to apologize way ahead of time for the audio quality on this, I promise. I am working on getting a microphone that I can use with this, so hopefully videos from here on out will have just a little bit of a better sound quality. Okay, so honestly I had no idea where I was going to run with this video, which gave me a lot of anxiety to even get started, but really I think what I'm going to do, because I've had quite a few people ask over time, what I do for my morning routine and getting ready. So I guess we can just sit down, chat, and have a little get ready with me, and we're going to pull off an eyeshadow look here with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina Volume 1 palette. Alright, so face washed, usually moisturized, although it's so late in the evening, I didn't have or get there and use a moisturizer. I normally use American Grew with the SPF 15 in it, I believe. I know it's not a lot of protection, but it does provide some. So, the first thing I start with is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty. And I know most people just go like T-zone with it. I am an all over, smooth out my face, get rid of as much of the pores and texture as we can. So I don't know if you guys have some awesome ideas somewhere along the way what you'd like to see from me. Videos usually aren't something I do, so this is kind of new territory for me. I mean, I've done small little tutorials just like on IGTV. You know, no words, nothing, just putting on a face of either like foundation, concealer and stuff, or I go in and just do a quick mini tutorial through IGTV with the eyeshadow palettes. And I apologize ahead of time because my mirror is kind of down, so let me scoot it here so that way I don't have to keep looking awkwardly down. I go in, kind of just let that sit on the face for a little bit. So after my e.l.f. Poreless Putty primer has set, my little fun secret to making my makeup last all day is I go in and actually double prime, and lately I've been using the Milk Hydro Grip primer. So I'm going to go through and do just a couple small little pumps that usually covers your whole face. Just lays down a nice hydrating layer, and it dries down ever so slightly tacky. Really grips your makeup, holds it on all day long. So, I've been seeing a lot of you guys out and about here on Twitter, digging through your pages, seeing all of the amazing looks that you guys deliver, celebrating with you as you hit milestones and PR lists. And I can tell you what, I was so nervous bringing my love for makeup out into the public, but you guys have been so supportive and amazing and overwhelming. So I truly just want to thank you all for that. After the milk primer has had just a couple minutes to set on the skin here and soak up, I usually then go in with my foundation. Since I'm not really going anywhere, and this shade's just a tad too dark, so don't clock me, I know that it's too dark. We're going to be going in with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation, and I always apply with the foundation brush and then blend out with a sponge. So I'm going to take my Sephora complexion brush and apply my foundation. red Morphe sponge and blend it all out. Next in my process is my concealer. If my dark circles are really bad, sometimes I put my concealer on before to kind of give a fixed base for the concealer or for the foundation to go over. This is actually going to be the Believe Beauty You Are Covered Liquid Concealer from Dollar General. Then I just take my Morphe sponge again, blend it out. I like this concealer because it doesn't crease really bad. It doesn't settle in the creases. And also for tonight's video, I did get a new eyeshadow base to try out. So you get a first reaction on that because I have yet to try it. I have opened it, looked at it, but I've not tried it out as an eyeshadow base yet. So that'll be fun and exciting. Sometimes I'll go through with a little bit of a lighter concealer than I have now and kind of contour a little bit, highlight. But for purposes tonight, I'm not going to go through the whole highlighting process. I will go through and set the face. I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade Light. And I'm hoping that this will take away a little bit of the darkness from this foundation too. I also really love this powder because it gives a good airbrushed look when you use it. Sometimes I'll take the time to bake. Since it is almost 9 o'clock at night, I'm not going to bake. Sadly, this look's going to come off just about as fast as I put it on. This powder has been my go-to. I don't usually set my makeup with it. This is my first time trying it as setting the makeup, so we'll see. I usually go through right before I use setting powder and run it on my face. Once that's done, I go in with my bronzer. My holy grail lately has been this Revolution Ultra Bronzer. I just kind of go in right above the beard line and darken it up just a little, up at the temples, and then I do my forehead. The thing I love the most about this is even if you get too much on the brush, it blends out really well. It doesn't have a lot of pigment to it, so it doesn't go on super dark. It's not one of those that you regret the second you put it on. It's really subtle. I'm so used to finding bronzers that like the second you put them on, you have this big old brown spot or orange. But this bronzer does not have any orange tint to it whatsoever, so that's not a worry. Once my bronzer's on, I do my highlight. We're using Becca Champagne Pop. It's supposed to be good for every skin tone. I can't vouch for that, but so far it's worked on every foundation I've used it on. I would just go in right at the top of my cheekbone there. Then I'll go in right here at the edge of my brow bone and bring it down in the good old C shape. And the one thing I really love about this highlight is you can't really even tell it's there until the light hits it just right and it pops. And that's probably my most favorite thing. Because you know how some highlighters you buy, they leave a white cast to your face. I hate that, but this doesn't really. Can't tell it's there until the light hits it and it pops. And you can never go wrong with too much. Well, I guess, there are occasions you can have too much highlighter. Once I have my highlighter on, that's pretty well all I do, like I said, unless I go back with the bronzer in the crease of my eye and bring back some dimension. So we'll set using the Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day setting spray, and it is Dreamsicle. So it's the Rich Look collab. Oh, and it does not taste good if you get it in your mouth. Just go through, let that dry. So we have that dry, we can actually go in and do the eyeshadow. Like I said, we are using the ABH Norvina Volume 1 collection for tonight's look. No idea where this is going, so you guys may be in for a fun treat, because this could be a huge disaster. But first we're going to go in with the NYX eyeshadow base. I did get white, just because I had this palette in mind and I thought you can't go wrong with getting white eyeshadow base, because these colors are going to pop in this palette. So, let's see how this works. Normally, I would put down a concealer and then set it with a white eyeshadow. Actually quite excited to see how well this works instead. So I'm going to put it on and let it dry just a minute. It does look like it lost a little color because it picked up some foundation, so. Ooh, got a little much there. I'm hoping this doesn't crease, but I'm not holding much hope. It seems to be holding up on this eye, and it's pretty well dry. I don't see any creasing, so that's good. Okay, we'll scrape off this excess on my finger here. Alrighty, and we'll give this a little bit of time to dry. I have decided I'm going to go ahead and set this with a little bit of C1 here and the Norvina palette. We'll go through and do the same on the other side. Be right back. Alrighty, and we'll give this a little bit of time to dry. I have decided I'm going to go ahead and set this with a little bit of C1 here and the Norvina palette. We'll go through and do the same on the other side. Be right back. Alright, now that we got the other eye set, just want to show you guys this. I don't know if anybody's seen him before. Sephora Collar Switch by Veramona. Clean your brushes between collars. Best thing that's ever happened to me. So, we're going to get started on this look and we'll see how this goes. I am going to go in and start with the shade D4 right in the crease, and it is a blue shade. It does have a little bit of shimmer. The shimmer doesn't seem to shine through very much. Oh gosh. Some A5. Which is this really hot pink color. Alright, now that we're this far, I'm going to take a concealer and a little liner brush. This one is Eco Tools angled liner brush, and we're going to cut the crease here just a little bit to clean it up. And I think I want to go through and wing it here. I'm just trying to make sure I get some or most of the blue covered up here. That's kind of hanging on the lid, so that way whatever colors we lay down aren't messed up, contaminated by the blue. Then I'm going to take this concealer out just a little bit here. Bring it back in right to where it meets the under eye. And I know most people wait to do their regular face after they do their eyeshadow. I'm not that kind of person. If it's something I know that's a lot of fallout, a lot of glitter, or whatever that's going to fall over my face, then yeah, sometimes I'll do it before. But I've worked enough with this palette to know there's not a whole lot of fallout, so I don't have to worry too much about having all that glitter and sprinkles of color all over my face. I'm going to go back through again with that JS12 or JS11, sorry, and set this concealer again with the C1 white here in the Norvina palette, just so we don't have a huge mess. And that way we don't have that color from the concealer contaminating the color we're laying down on the eye. And I'm so sorry too, because my camera will not allow me to do a monitor, so I don't really know if I've interrupted your views or bent down out of view of the camera or any of that. So we'll do the best we can to edit things down if that happened. And I also think I want to do a little bit of a halo with this look too. So we'll see how that works out. Okay, I'm going to go in with a JS10. And I think I'm going to go in with the color B4, which is this really dark purple. I think once we get it in there just a little bit, I'm going to go in with A2, which is a little bit of a lighter purple. And then I am going to go in, I think, with C2 here on that JS10. It's like a really yellow, goldy glitter. We'll go back in with Miss JS10, back into that A2 purple shade, the really bright, vibrant purple we have on the eyelid. And I'm just going to take it right around here on the lower lid. And then I'm going to take a little A5, which was that pink. I'm going to run it just right along the very, very bottom edge of the purple we just put on. I'm going to go back with the JS13 here into A1, which is this really light shimmery shade, and we are going to do an inner corner highlight real quick. And that is the finished eye. Alright guys, both eyes are done, and as everything always goes with my eyes, one always looks better than the other. I don't know what the deal is. It's good eye versus bad eye, always, every look I do. Follow me over on Twitter if you enjoy the looks, because I'm not going to do a video for every look I do. Be a lot of videos. So you can catch me over on Twitter at Boujee Bearded, on Instagram, same username there. have, I believe, a Facebook business page as well, the Boujee Bearded Beauty. And just want to say thank you for joining me. If you like what you saw, hit like, hit subscribe, and ring the little bell so you get know when I upload. And thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. And I hope you join my bougie little family. Good night.